All right, boys and girls, what is up? It's a Salty Vet, and I'm cold. I hate winter. Like, I don't hate many things. I hate winter. Like, if I could just skip it, if I had the money to just go to the Bahamas for 3 months, I would absolutely do so. Or somewhere warm, Costa Rica, it doesn't really matter. So, California's on fire again. And for at least the recent history, and I didn't go back and look like how many years consecutively they've had fires, but it seems like it's been half a dozen or so, like major fires. And there's a living in Appalachia, as I do, and watching the people in Chimney Rock, North Carolina, and the surrounding area struggle to get by, having, crews from other states come in and clear all the shit from the flooding from Hurricane Helene, the rains and all that stuff, and watching them still struggle. It's been over 100 days. I think it's 107 since it was flooded. And they're still not back whole. And I don't know, I've been fortunate enough to not know what kind of timeline that takes. Maybe it's a year, maybe it's 5. I don't have any idea. What I do know is they have been forgotten. And I am trying to use what minute influence I have to remind people that are, our prayers are with California and this is for California. Great, right. I don't want anybody to lose their home. That's a horrible, horrible thing, right? But I'm worried about my people. And there's such a big part of me that while I hate, I really would never wish anybody to lose their home. California is one of those places, like for those of you that jump up and down for democracy, and we want democracy, and we voted this, blah, 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 congratulations. That's your democracy in action right there. You voted for that shit. And there's a part of me that doesn't feel sorry for you. If I'm being totally honest, you voted, you wanted all the DEI and the ESG and the CRT. You wanted all that stuff. And you have it. But what the question you didn't ask of the people you were electing, mainly Gavin Newsom, is where are you going to get the money to have all these extra programs? You were already broke before all this stuff started, right? Out there, it's probably been going longer than anywhere. But you're already broke. You're already out of money. So if you're starting a new program, I don't know that anybody asked, where's this money coming from? Well, it turns out, ironically enough, a big chunk of it, allegedly, came from the fire department. Like, there are reservoirs that are bone dry. There was a report that there are, between 70 and 100 fire trucks sitting just waiting to be repaired. And from what I understand, LA County has like 88 cities and towns in it. Like, it's a huge county. Huge. And like, I don't understand. Let's just back this thing up for a minute. I don't understand in a state that catches on fire annually, like it's an annual thing at this point, how you don't have the best fire department in the United States? That would be, if I lived there, that would be the first question I would ask. Right? If you drive for NASCAR, you have the best pit crew that you can possibly obtain. The best of the best. If you are, hiring at SpaceX, he's trying to hire the best of the best. Why don't you have, if this is an annual occurrence, and again, I think recent history dictates that it is, why do you not have the best fire department that you can possibly buy? The best equipment, the best everything. Secondly, why aren't you managing the undergrowth and the vegetation laying on power lines? You can't do anything about the high winds. You can't do anything about the fact that it's dry, but you can manage the forest. I live just outside the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. They manage it. They don't just let it. Now, granted, we're not California, thank God, and we don't have the same climate, and therefore we don't have the same risk, but they do manage it still, even though we're at a much smaller risk of wildfires than California. So wouldn't you think, in a state that catches on fire every year, you would manage it? I mean, I'm just an idiot on YouTube. What do I know? But I'm trying to reason my way through this. And I've talked to firefighters who have told me a lot of it is mismanagement. Like, if you can control the conditions, which is one of the few things you can control, because accidents happen, right? People flick a cigarette, people leave a campfire burning without making sure that it's out. But one of the things you can control is the conditions for the fire. So I feel like that should be your focus. But you did get DEI instated, so I guess there's that.